in collaboration. My name is Muid Latif, as you can see, or aka Muid Latif Sharifah Jackson.
Fabulous!
Fabulous. Okay, so I do a lot of things. Here we go. This is my workspace back in Multimedia Development Corporation in MPACT. Design, writing policies, translation, all kinds of stuff besides doing all kinds, oh my god, if you were to see all kinds of work that I did, it's like, I think like jack of all trades, no pun intended. But before I go next, talk about myself, I'd like to share something cute. This is my niece, her name is Aisha. She thinks of me as a cat. So each time when I come to my sister's house, I have to pretend that I am a cat. So I have to crawl. So she go like, so she will always think of me as a cat. So let's keep that way so that she will think of me as a cat. So this is me with amazing, talented digital artists from the pre-production of Saladin. Anyone heard of Saladin? Anyone can see? Yeah. So I'm on a part of the pre-production of Saladin. Later, it was animated by Yang Jam and audio by Dimensions, which we had recently nominated for International Emmy Award 2011. I'm so overwhelmed with the achievement that all of these artists had put, all of the teamwork. So this is in the preliminary stage of my design before the rebranding of Saladin. So I'm originally a web designer, so I do a lot of applications using Flash. So if you want to talk programming language, yeah, I can speak Java, but not that Java. So, now I do a lot of things, including logo, but not the recent Merdeka logo. But those are the things that I usually do, just to, you know, because things, logos supposed to be simple, supposed to be something light and people can understand. And some of my work include a lot of photo manipulation, collaboration, and I love our own, I mean, not really specifically Malaysia, but the whole Nusantara of Southeast Asia. So I'm so into all these grace, wow, Buddhist and all those elements of our culture because it's so rich and we should embrace it. So, and I do a lot of illustration as well. I like to explore batik and all kinds of organic stuff. And typography, there's tulip flower. One time you listen to some Radiohead and suddenly you come up with this kind of work. So it's quite contradicting. Then I do a lot of experimental typography. It's called Ghetto Fabulous because all of you are ghetto fabulous. Digital art with photo manipulation. And whilst I'm free, I do a lot of volunteering work for coronavirus AIDS and LGBT community especially. So I like to teach kids art and design. So this is one of my examples that I had contributed during the World AIDS Day in 2005. Sorry for the this there. Now each day I discover a lot of great talent. Malaysians have so many talent. You have no idea how great we are in creating content. As you can see, all of you are initiators and innovators. So I'm proud to be a part of this industry as a Behance ambassador. I was chosen back in 2010, where I met one of the community manager in Behance in New York. Her name is Sarah, and my CEO is actually Bensky. He's the writer for Making Things Happen. So if you guys have the chance to go online in Amazon, just buy his book. It's amazing. It talks about 1% idea and 99% preparation. I also do a lot of portfolio reviews, giving consultation to emerging designers, mostly in Behance and also outside the industry. Organize meetups, group discussion, art appreciation session, meaning I will bring groups of people and take them to museums and art galleries, which I know you guys are so bored going to museums. It's nothing to gain, but actually it does, because you will learn a lot of things culturally and educationally. So this is an example of my first meetup in Publika Mall, and then this the newest gallery back in Malaysia. And then I do a lot of creative discussion, talk about intellectual property, talk about copyright issues, how to safeguard our creative works and stuff like that. And talk about creative commons and stuff. It's a lot of things, but you know, in the meantime, we have coffee, we have cupcakes, very nice. And I also organize exhibition. So this year marked our second exhibition in Malaysia. That will be Behance team. I'm so privileged to have such a wonderful people in Behance Malaysia, because all of them show so much passion. Now, interlude. What do you see in this picture?
Dumbo.
Exactly. Have everyone seen Dumbo?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what exactly is the story all about? I can give you a freebie, Behance voucher. Later. Okay. So it's all about acceptance. Because in life, everyone wants to be accepted. We have to find a lot of great people find it hard to because we crave for attention. Like Elizabeth, who is the writer from Love Pray. From that, she mentioned that creative people are enormously mentally unstable because we are so expressive, we are so emotional, and we seek for all kinds of things in life, but that's why we want acceptance. So acceptance is about embracing your imperfection, learning what you do, and to allow mistake to enable growth, because growth is the key of life. There will be 100 slides later on, so if you can bear with me. Okay, one more thing about acceptance is that sometimes a lot of designers that I meet on a daily basis, they have such a low self-esteem. They always think that, hey, Abdullah, I don't feel my work is up to that far to showcase to people. This is where we are wrong, because if it comes from you, if you don't respect and accept yourself first, how the hell that people want to accept your work? Exactly, right? Okay. Now, in life, you need to have, you need to chart your career milestone so that you can see your progression chronologically. Because back in the days, I never really got my career. I mean, like, just roll with the flow, just like Avatar, roll with me. So, but when I see this, when I track back my blog, because my first blog was published in 2005, I see that, oh, I mean, I've done so much things fast, so why don't I just chart everything? And it's that, wow, I've done so much, and I think you guys can do it too, documentize. Back in the days, we used to write diaries in a journal. I don't know if you guys still do that, but if you do, well, good for you. But it's good to have something like this. Now, creative empowerment. perception of a person, creative talent is related to its owner and its work. I'm a bit goo-goo, so my work is a bit goo-goo. So, or I'm a bit serious, so therefore my work is very structured and very serious and very constructive and geometric. And self-progression is vital because it will not only allow you to become mature, but also capable and reliable. So don't expect people to do your job. Knowledge is not to be spoon-fed. A lot of people these days, I mean, I'm not accusing a lot of you guys, but we always expect people to tell us what to do, to instruct us what to do, but we forget the core of our life. It's about learning. So it's always something that you have to initiate yourself. Don't let anyone teach you things in life. And be prepared to be multidisciplinary and multitask. When you start building your career as a web designer or a programmer, be prepared that you're not just, okay, I'm going to talk a little bit technical, like, I'm going to do action scripting version 2, so I'm going to focus on that. But now there's action script 3. So do I need to learn that? You need to, because you need to learn all of this so that you can be more equipped with all kinds of latest technology and stuff. So don't have to be concerned mindset about roles and responsibility. Don't limit your roles and don't expect reward in return. Please, if you always expect things, you have a big problem. Because life is not about, oh, I have done this, I've done that, therefore I need to be appreciated, I need to be rewarded in so much things. It will come later, so just be patient about it. Build yourself creatively, become a creative inventor and showcase your artwork. Showcase your art. Find subject matter and always do research and strengthen your work background. So what I do is that I always look for a subject matter. For example, what you can see here is actually hibiscus flower. So, okay, what can I do with this? So I decided to do something more stylized. So I will illustrate in a sketchbook, and then I find a good color palette in Photoshop, and I arrange it. And you know, I need to have a cost for this work. What do I do? Okay, I'm going to do it for Merdeka, for 50th anniversary Merdeka. So this is an example of how do I achieve my artwork using Adobe Illustrator. So when you learn something, when you explore something, and you do a lot of research, therefore your work becomes more strengthened. Ways you can empower your creative work is through promotion and marketing. You have to market yourself. Don't expect people to market yourself unless you're really that good. Then you have a publicist, you have an agent, then you don't need to do all this. But you need to be a jack of all trades. So know your platform through both conventional platforms such as the traditional media and also the new media. Now make your creative presence offline through public spaces. Sorry, it's a bit dark here, but this is an example of my work that I exhibited in Shizuoka, Japan. I had such a wonderful time because the mayor of Shizuoka came and visited the exhibition, and he brought all of this amazing artwork from Malaysia. This exhibition is in conjunction of Malaysian young contemporary designer. So we showcase a lot of great artworks from Malaysia all over the country. I mean, all over the states. And then this is one of my examples of a group exhibition in Red Gallery somewhere in London in last week. So I mean, like, you don't need to like have everything so big. It can be just a small part, but the impact is so huge. Okay, I also do street art, not vandalism. This is where I would do my street art. It's not really street because it's on a rooftop, right? So it's on a rooftop of Malaysia Kini, Bangsa. This is where one of my significant moving exhibition is called move view. It was initiated by MMU, and previously I presented together with Zain, PhD. It's very interesting because when people come and use, utilize KTM, they can experience and appreciate art on the go. So this is a sample of my work. Little detail, as you can see here, is a stylized of Pulau Kakatua. So I call it Kakatua, something like that. So now make your print present online, which means utilize all kinds of spacing, blog, website. So as a Behance ambassador, I always promote people to utilize the space because Behance is such a great platform for creative people. It's free, it's fast, it's user-friendly, and every day I get to discover so many creative artworks from Malaysia. So this is just 2 days ago. I've been seeing a lot of updates from a lot of great illustrators and character designers and photographers. So you guys can be a part of that too. This is an example of my portfolio in Behance. It's very easy to manage. It's just so easy. So apart from Behance, there's also pro site where a user can actually convert this portfolio into a working website without knowing any program. So this is something like me, for example, who's really take care of my time, and I don't have the privilege to go through CSS and edit my HTML5 and stuff. So I always like to use this kind of opportunity to utilize this space. Okay, this is an example of my Flash website, my current Flash website. I do a lot of Flash things in the past, but not in, I think in the past 2 years. I think there are still visible Flash work that I did for Putri Gunung Ledang Visible website and Museum Negara interactive kiosk. If you guys manage to go to LRB or Museum Negara, and then get to know your feedback, because feedback is very important. From public's reaction and respond to your creative work to identify your core strength and focus on that strength. For example, if you have something like a photograph where there's so many viewers, that means the viewer actually appreciate more other than other parts of your work. So you have to focus on that kind of work. So this is an example of my Facebook page. It's not much. It's almost reaching up to 2,000. Okay? So there'll be Facebook have this great insight where you can identify how many people like the work, how many people view, how many people share your work, and it helps you to identify what are the things that people really like about your work. So, and then you start to, you need to promote yourself everywhere. Don't spam, but just share. You can register all kinds of websites, and it is important to have a good SEO for yourself when you become a brand. So, like for example, for me, I just put Muid, and the result is like, okay, it's good, it's 6,500,000. That's not bad, right? These are the things that you need to, when you brand yourself, don't brand yourself as Ahmad, because Ahmad everyone has a lot of people's name is Ahmad, so find something unique about yourself. So continue to develop and promote your brand presence. Don't expect compliments, expect critics and constructive remarks. Make room for mistakes so that you become better. There's no way that you are so perfect that you build everything just like that. I create this Photoshop, boom, fabulous. this art, there you go. There's always room for mistake. Embrace that failure, but become better based on that failure. Don't be fail and fail again and fail again and fail again. Because this writer, Paul Artist once said that fail, but fail better. Now, about self-appreciation, what I mentioned earlier about versus people's compliment is that if people don't pay attention to your art, then you should pay attention to your art, and you should value your art. That's how you can get people to appreciate your art. Now, I would like to talk about, what's the timetable? Oh, there you go. Alright. I would like to talk about creative collaboration. This is something that I love to do. I love to collaborate with a lot of creative people, from film directors to photographers to writers. So creative collaboration creates a better understanding about how you can communicate your ideas with others. Don't be just a lone ranger in your life. You need to explore things, because one day when you engage something with someone with a different idea, it's challenging, but somehow it gives you a good sense of how to make ideas happen. So it creates a new exposure in different areas of your discipline, idea, style, techniques, and experience you gain by learning from other individuals. And it creates a spirit of teamwork. Think when you collaborate, when you are dealing with your client, think of your client as you're collaborating ideas with them. Don't think of like, I'm the vendor and you are the client, therefore there's so much gap and there's so much room to it. Collaboration brings a new challenge. Collaboration creates new relationship, and it introduces you to a new network and audience. So what I did is that I used the social media network, such as the Twitter. I met this guy, aka Supreme. His real name is Nadirisa. He's a photographer. So he just tweeted to me and said, "Hey, Muid, I want to collaborate with you. Are there something that we can work on?" Like, yeah, cool, let's do it. So what should we do? Okay, I'm just gonna like give you my work. This is one of the gorgeous lady called Kelsey, Indonesian, I think. But this photograph, because it has this such a beautiful and somehow tranquil look, and I thought of like, why don't I give out a theme, like something cool. So it's blue, of course. So it's like a blue color template, and I start to work on this pattern, and all kinds of ideas start to come in. And I work on Photoshop. Usually, it will take about 77 layers of Photoshop. I wish there is this search area in properties tool that in layers that you can just look for it. So it's easier for us to find out. And as a result, this is how it ended up to be. So it's something that is because I think it's really good to work with someone, and then suddenly you appreciate his idea, his talent, and then you work together with him. And a part of that, that's also an example of my creative collaboration with other people, such as one Filipino artist. His name is Peter Ong from Loro Studio. So he gave me this one cool constructive geometrical patterns, and I worked it out with my Photoshop. Then I met this wonderful great friend of mine. His name is Prakash, who's also my brother. He gave me this portrait shot, and I worked on using Adobe Illustrator and also Photoshop to create something digital art like this. And this is my recent work with Arif Aris and Ignas, who have been working with him before. Arif Haris is such a great photographer, portrait photographer. So he come up with this dance series. So he, because I'm also a dancer, so when I dance, I capture all these images, and this is the outcome. I'm so into digital space painting these days. So as you can see, it's dark in here, but if you go in our website, you will see it's much more better. So I love all these cosmic galactic images that you see in NASA and stuff. So this is just a detail of my work. And this is another example of my work with Aris. Now everyone always say yes, just do it. But it's all about doing. So, financially stable, you need to saving matters, not how you spend your money recklessly after you receive a short-term reward. When you are working, knowing employment act matters. Seriously, you need to know all of this. You need to know that EPF, you need to have an insurance, because one day you suddenly have an accident, then the insurance how? So and then again, saving matters, because if you have a stable finance, you are most likely, I'm not saying that you will be absolutely, but most likely motivated and contented instead of depressed and demotivated, unless you always spend time. Yeah, I know. And creative long-term success is only through stabilizing a good creative process and skill development, but also to stabilize your creative quality, productivity, and improve yourself better financially. If you're good at what you do, you'll get, with great credibility, there's nothing to be insecure of. All it takes is just positive testimonial and accommodation from your peers about your capability and credibility besides selling. And if you're good, get good job agent, take care of your career. Now, we always complain and whine our bad days. So, Malaysia always complain so much, but we're not so grateful for what we do compared to other people. If you start to travel outside our country, you see there's so much different in the culture and society there, and we should be proud of that we were so privileged to be here. And learn about yourself, accept who you are, learn to respect yourself, and for the love of God, enough of all these pathetic drama queens and kings and you're trying to pull just to seek another attention, because it's not worth it. Because life is about perfection, and we have to embrace it. So the next feature will remind you of how strong we can be when there's hope, courage, passion, and determination. So pray for this star. May she flower the arts, and may this inspire you to be a better person. I'm going to read a poem from here. Wahai tangan yang diberi, tangan untuk menarikan kayu hikmat. Wahai mata yang mampu melihat, mencari dan menemukan. Wahai minda yang mampu mencipta, mencari dan melahirkan keindahan. Wahai yang Maha Esa, berikanlah kami ilham dan kesabaran agar kami dapat berkarya. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.